welcome to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. I'm Neve, and today I'm going to be talking about my tips for cosplay, or more specifically beginner cosplayers, just because obviously people that have already started cosplaying don't really need to be given tips really specifically. Sometimes you do. Tips, but sometimes they do, sometimes they do. Just a reminder of, you know, things, I guess. So, yeah, let's get on to it. Okay, so the first thing is that you need to cosplay who you love. Not anyone else, not anyone else's characters that they want you to do or anything like that, who you want to do. And don't be scared to cosplay someone that you think you don't suit, because 100% of the time you will suit that person, and it doesn't matter if they're a boy or a girl or an animal, like a Pokemon for example, or green, or I don't know, like blue or anything like that. As long as you don't blackface, it's fine. It's totally up to you who you want to cosplay, and don't let anyone else make the decision that you don't feel like you can cosplay that person, because you can. You can totally cosplay that person. Got a big tip from my girl Anya Panda, go check her channel out as well, I'll link her in the bio, who says to start easy, and she said that she found out from another cosplayer about the 5-point rule. Now, this rule is really great for beginner cosplayers, because you have to stick to 5 aspects of a character. So you have to choose a character that has 5 different aspects to it. So for example, I've done Kim Possible. Kim has her top, her trousers, her gloves, her shoes, and her phone. Not including the wig, because, you know, sometimes you don't really need a wig. But those are 5 different aspects of the costume that you can focus on, and you don't have to overwhelm yourself with, oh my god, there's so many pieces to this costume. I definitely made that mistake when I chose to do Suicide Squad Harley, who has a million pieces of like accessories as well as the actual main costume. So yeah, don't do what I did to start off with, because it's a pain. Also, don't feel like you have to make your entire costume. You can totally buy your first costume or keep buying your costumes. I know a lot of my friends are really good cosplayers, and they buy all theirs, or they buy the majority of their costumes. So don't be scared to buy your costumes either, because that is totally fine. My second tip is planning. Now, I have an app called Cosplanner. This isn't sponsored, by the way. I just love using it. It's a really good app that helps you with budgeting. It gives you places to store what you will need for your costume, and how much it would be, what it looks like, where it's from, things like that, and you can tick it off when you bought it or made it. You can list a lot of different costumes, so if you have like a few in mind, you can do that. So you can put them all in the same place and you won't forget about them, and you'll be like, ah yes, I want to do this next, and you decide that you want to do that next and you're sorted. Also, it lets you, again, like I said, give you references, so if you're out shopping for things or anything, you can look back on the photos that you have in Cosplanner and obviously just use those as like a reference, I guess. So yeah, it's a really good app, but don't forget to do your research. Cosplanner has a thing where it actually makes you do your research a lot more than you would probably have done if you hadn't had that app. So that's always a good point, and that leads me on to my third point of research. Now, I know that most new cosplayers will be like, I know, I'll go to a cosplayer that has already done the costume and they can give me pointers and I can go there straight away and it'll all be fine. Don't do that, because it's so annoying if you haven't done the work yourself, especially for us, because like, we aren't Google. Can you go there first? So yeah, definitely go to Google first, and if obviously the forums and tutorials that usually are all over YouTube and all over Google, like you could type in, I don't know, how to make a sword out of foam. I don't know, you probably wouldn't be doing that for your first costume, but if you were to do Google that, there'd be so many things coming up for that. So you definitely go onto Google first, and then if you don't find anything or you need something much more specific, go to a cosplayer second, because if you go over there with a specific question and not a general question, they can answer it much better than how did you make this, because there'll be a lot to say and you've only got a specific word count on Instagram or whatever, so it's much harder for someone to help if you don't specify what you're asking. So yeah, definitely do that. It definitely looks better if you've done your research first and then gone to someone else for more help, if you're really struggling, because it shows that you have a lot of care towards what you're doing. So yeah, definitely do that. Fourth thing is friends. Cosplay is a great way to make friends that you have things in common with, or you know, like that you can cosplay with even. So you can make group cosplays and you can ask friends instead of big cosplayers or other cosplayers you don't really know as well for tips if they already cosplay or whatever. You can work together for costumes, like you can work on the same thing. Like I know me and my boyfriend have worked on his costumes together, mainly because I'm more of a experienced, I guess. I started a little bit earlier than him, but I've had a little bit more experience with doing stuff myself, so yeah, that's sort of like a way to go. Conventions, you can always take your friends to conventions and you can make friends at conventions. I've made so many friends through Instagram and through conventions. It's such a lovely way to like connect with people, and you all have something in common. You all like comics and movies and TV shows and things like that, and you love cosplaying, so everyone that's there understands you and would love to be your friend. You obviously get those little creeps, but you obviously don't have to worry about that. That I will be mentioning in another video because that's a whole new subject, but other than that, yeah, friends are great for cons. The last and most important point that I'm wanting to make is have fun. Cosplay is a hobby. It's not something really serious, and it's not the end of the world if something goes wrong. I need to take that into my own consideration through my own words, because I know for a fact that sometimes I take it way too seriously. And yes, the recognition is really nice and it gives you a lot of support, but focus on yourself. Never compare yourself to anyone else. It's cosplay, not cos depression or cos stress or anything like that. It's having fun and playing around and just exploring and being creative, and I definitely think that that's something that everyone has to remember when cosplaying, because it's not as serious as everyone makes out it is. So yeah. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I definitely enjoyed making it. But yeah, please comment down below what else you'd like to hear me talk on. I definitely want to do more of these and maybe make it into like a series of like tips on different things on cosplay and things like that. So yeah, just like if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment below if you want to see anything else like this again. Alright, see you guys later. Bye!